snowy morning. Um, as you can see, there's the snow. This is quite the hill to come down on. But anyway, there's the snow. It's on the ground. Um, we didn't have too much more snow last night when we got home, but it's there. So I hope everybody is having a great day so far. If they've woken up, got me coffee in our Blessed Crochet travel mug, um, ready to go. And I usually have a bigger cup. I wish that Fourth Wall did have a bigger cup. Um, Probably looking for one. Hi, Jackie. How are you? But I figure I'm gonna go home and it's cold. I'm gonna heat myself a bowl of cream of wheat and have another cup of coffee. So I figured out I'll have a smaller cup now than when I go home. If you all haven't checked it out, we uploaded the bean soup recipe. That is a great last minute gift. You don't have to, but if you need to have the stuff printed really easily, if you just need to print the recipe cards and be done with it, you can. They are in our merch store. They're $3, and if you look, there is a 10% discount code. So you can just print them off. We have holiday ones. We've named it Holiday Connection Soup, but you can name it. There's a PDF. You can name it whatever you like. There's a generic one to use all year through. So it's a great little video that my mom and I did, and hope you enjoy it. This way, if you need, we're on the highway, guys. If you need to have that last minute gift, you have. And then, of course, we will put up and do our brownies too. So that'll be another late minute gift if you need it. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. I cannot believe Christmas is like Wednesday. I'm like, where did the time go? I know that the Advent day 21 didn't happen, so when we later on this afternoon, I will go ahead and do Advent 21 and 22. We'll get those done, and then I will go ahead and finish out strong with 23 and 24, and then we'll do 25 one last time. So that's kind of the schedule. We're going to talk tonight about, we're going to try to maybe go around and look at a couple Christmas lights. We saw a house. If you go to our video last night that says On the Way Home, go check out the very end. There's an amazing house. So we thought maybe we'd go around and look at some Christmas lights. And then Monday is going to be talking about, Mondays we're going to talk about chosen family. Can you have a chosen family even if you have a support, you still have a very, very supportive family? And then also and then on Tuesday, we're going to be talking about Christmas boundaries, Christmas Eve boundaries. It's really important to have your boundaries set. And so we need to talk about boundaries. And that's a good thing to talk about all year through. And so forth. And if you still want to send in your Christmas connection, Blessed Christmas Connection cookie recipes, you can still send them in. We're taking those through to January 2nd. And I have some other recipes that people have sent that I need to put up, and we will get those up. I promise. And we have a couple jokes. What we're going to do, because I'm kind of slacked off on the Christmas jokes. So what I thought I'd do is the next couple of days kind of put in some Christmas jokes. Maybe put in a joke every day or so forth. And then I'll kind of catch up. Because usually we have about 3 jokes a week. And I don't think I've put up a joke for at least 2 weeks. We haven't been able to do that. So figured out that if we do hi James, if I do a Christmas joke, we'll do one every day, and it'll be at least 1, 2. There'll be at least 4, and I'll maybe throw in a couple extra, and we'll be all caught up, right? Everybody will be understanding. So look for a couple Christmas jokes. Maybe it'll be necessary to have a little bit of levity in the next little bit. And it's so funny because my mom puts me, I don't like the highway at all. I mean, I can't get me off of it as quickly as we can. But we're running a little bit behind this morning. I just could not get going. And it's funny, she says, only 7 miles. I'm like, you have no idea how long 7 miles seems to me when it comes on the highway. So anyway, and we will have a good service. Oh, there's one of those, should I call them the little ugly, well, whatever. But they are ugly. I am sorry, they are ugly. And I have not seen them do well in the snow. So it would not be a car that I would be taking on the highway. I've seen like a handful of them, but I think they are the ugliest thing. I'm sorry, guys. I just think they're ugly. I think we can come up with a better version of an electric truck. I think, if I had to choose cars, we lease a car. But if I had to choose getting a car, it would be one of them where you could have the availability of the gas plus the electric, where you have both. They call it hybrid. Yeah, hybrid, where you have the ability to have it both, but I wouldn't go solid electric. That's me. But we lease a vehicle. I worked in an auto mall for many, many years, and there was a gentleman. He has since passed. He was like an uncle. And he turned out to be a close friend of the family, and his name was Polly. And he said, you know what? All right, Jackie, thank you for stopping in. He said, I never, ever buy a vehicle. He said, I always lease. And, the way I look at it, just from somebody who's been working as cashiers, is the one thing you have to realize is if you buy a vehicle, then the first couple of years, you're pretty much covered in any kind of warranty that they have, right? The next couple of years, after the warranty is over, get yourself a very good extended warranty, okay? Don't do it go back to the dealership. They usually, Fidelity is one of the best ones I dealt with. I had it great, but I think it was Fidelity. I think it's been a long time, guys. But anyway, it may not have been Fidelity. But anyway, go back to your dealership, find out what they have as far as their extended warranty, and consider purchasing one before your other one leaves. And hi, Aquarius, how are you? And then, because then what you're going to be doing if you don't have an extended warranty is you're going to be needing to just still continue to put money away for repairs. So if we lease one, then every 3 years we go in, we drop it off, we put a little bit down, and we get a new car. And we don't have to put tires in, we don't have to put repairs into the vehicle, because if you stop having the car paid off, then you're putting in repairs on the other end. So that's my little side note. And he said, I bought a car once. He was a car salesman for many, many years. He bought a car once, and he said, I leased it the rest of the time. He said, I never owned a car. He said, I never will again. And it was so funny because it was so funny. Hey, Sandra. It was so funny because when we got my mom's first lease, and I said to her, we're going to get you the tire protection. Oh, I don't need it. I said, Mom, it's happening. We got all the oil changes and all that kind of stuff. We got all that prepaid for and everything. We don't need that. I don't think it was the first car, but I think it was. It was the first or second. First one. And no joke, About 2 months after we got the first one, she got a nail in the tire that was not replaceable, and we had to go ahead repairable. And sure enough, whatever little cents extra that cost for the policy to have on the car paid for itself, because the tire was about $200. And so it was so funny. She said, "I don't need that." I said,
Well, and it happened 2 or 3 more times.
Yes. And so I said to her, I said, "No, we're going to get it. There's no option." And so I said, "Put it on there." It was like a $200 policy, but you paid like $1 or $2 a month, right? And so then, sure enough, she looked at me after 2 months was over. She goes, "Thank you for making me put that on the car." And I'm like, "I told you." And because I just dealt with it enough, because when you were in the cashier's office, you also had to, put in claims, do stuff. So I was familiar with all that, and I said, "That's going on there." So I'm very much in a proponent of extended warranties and getting good ones and all that kind of stuff. And it was funny because we found a car that was on the lot. It was a Buick on that lot, and of course, as an employee, it got a really good deal on it, and they hadn't even priced it totally yet. And it was a Buick LeSabre, and man, it had all the bells and whistles on it. And when I tell you, Grandma must have driven this thing to church, she did. And it had heated seats. Now in Florida, you think you're never going to need heated seats, but we did. We ended up using them. And so, I mean, it had all the bells and whistles, and it was 2001 something. And by this time, it was like 2010 or something like that. And it had all the bells and whistles and 42,000 miles. And we grabbed that car. It was in really good condition. And so when we bought it, I said to my dad, "Well, we're throwing an extended warranty on there." "Oh, no, we don't need it." I said, "No, we're going to." And for financing, we had to do an extended warranty. But anyway, when I pulled in like a month after we had the vehicle, right, to do some repairs on it, and so funny, "Hi, Brazy girl," and we pulled into the thing. There was a gentleman there. He was one of my managers at one point, little tiny guy. I'm not making jokes of anybody's size, believe me, but it wasn't his size. He was shorter in stature, but he was small inside. Let's just put it out. And his attitude really was a lot to be desired a lot of the times. Anyway, and so we pulled in, and so he said to me, he goes, "That's not covered under warranty anymore." And I said, "Do you think I'm that foolish? Do you think that I'm going to buy a used car and not buy an extended warranty on it?" I had tire repair on that. I had oil change coverage on that car, and I said I had an extended warranty. And sure enough, within the first little bit of time, of having the vehicle, my dad, who fussed at me a little bit about getting the extended warranty, I went to him and I said, "Dad," because he bought the car for us to help us out, and was taking care of the monthly payments, which weren't that much. And he said to me, he goes, so I went to him and I said, "Now, can I just ask you a question?" He goes, "What?" I said, I just got done with the auto mall and so forth. And at the time, as an employee, you could actually like make payments through your check if you had a car repair or something. And so that's what we did with it. I said, "Would you like to pay $1,000 or $100 for car repairs?" He said, "100." And I said, "Well, then you can pat me on the back and say thank you." And he never questioned that. Boy, he was like, "You were right." But I remember pulling into that thing, and he just, "That's not covered under warranty." And I said, "I know it's not, and I'm no fool." Mama didn't raise no fool, I can tell you that. And it was so funny. I'll never forget that. But I didn't intend to get car stuff, but I have some kind of knowledge, and boy, did I see it and experience it. And I heard little things from different people, and it got picked people's mind. I wouldn't be a car salesman. You couldn't pay me enough to be a car salesman. Honest to goodness gracious, I couldn't do it. Could not do it. But anyway, that's just a little. Boy, the sun is bright. The snow is on the ground. So anyway, that's a little side note, little Jess. But I hope everybody has a great day. Um, oh, the heated seats. I guess that should be something. When we went to Orlando for something, Josh and I went to Orlando. Josh had never been to Disney World. He still hasn't. He wanted to save that to go with Christina. We didn't bring Christina along on that trip with us. And so we went to Orlando, and I said, well, why don't we go to Epcot before we go home, Josh? And so he at least could go to something close to it. And when we get a chance, we'll go to Disney with Christina, which just never happened. And that's okay. And so, anyway, we went to Epcot Center. Well, it was in the middle of January, and it was freezing. I don't think all day long in Florida it got above 30, right? And so we were sitting there, we were cold as popsicles. And we got in the car to go home 3 hours. And these heated seats that we thought we would never use, and I wish this car had heated seats, because when we got in it today, woo, we were the seats cold. And I'm telling you what, right? Ice Craftastic, how are you? I literally, we got in the car in Orlando, Florida, and we put on them heated seats, and we left them on for about an hour to warm up because we were so cold, from being out in, literally, I mean, it was like we happened to go on like one of the coldest days in Florida, just happened to be, but man alive, were we freezing our tail end off. And we got in that car and turned on the heated seats, and we didn't use them very often, but boy, oh boy, they were really nice. We thought, we had that car, and we thought, here, we'll get a chance to use the heated seats. And when we got in this car today, I was like, boy, I wish we had heated seats, because the seats were cold. It woke you up. If I wasn't awake before I sat down, I was awake after I sat down. Anyway, y'all have a great day. We'll see you for day 22, believe it or not, for Christmas Connection tonight at 7 o'clock. If you haven't checked out that bean soup recipe, go check it out. A great last minute gift. And we will talk to you all later. Remember, stay connected, everybody. It's so important. We got you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And remember, be proud of yourself, because everyone else has taken. And this is the day that the Lord has made. So let us rejoice and be glad. And we will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Bye-bye, everybody.